The Tesla Cybertruck at the Petersen Automotive Museum in Los Angeles, California. This thing is an absolute beast of a truck. I can't wait to talk about it. Let's dive right in. So just to start off, my first impression when I got into the museum and saw this thing live in front of me for the first time was just how beautiful it is. Truly seeing it on the web, seeing it on YouTube, watching online when they unveiled the prototype for the first time, it really didn't do the Cybertruck justice to just how slick this thing looks and how beautiful it is. So getting a chance to see it firsthand was a really great experience. I just couldn't stop looking at it for the longest time. So as I was walking around getting pictures from some different angles, one of the things that I noticed was that the bottom of the truck is almost completely flush, completely smooth, which I absolutely love. I think that this has a lot of potential benefits. This might help with the aerodynamics, improving the range on the car, part of how they got that 500 miles out of the tri-motor version, as well as this might also be helpful to shield the car against any debris, especially protecting that all-important battery pack, as well as any other parts underneath. So of course we got the vault covered up back here. Tesla has opted to call this the vault rather than the trunk. I guess that gives it a cooler sounding name. I personally love it, and the fact that it comes with that slick cover as well. I wish they had kept it open while we were there, but that's okay. We'll probably get a better look at an open vault sometime later on in the future. So what I want to draw attention to here is that little triangular piece of glass with the camera in it. This is just right above the wheel there, a little bit right at the center of the screen. And this is meant to replace a traditional side view mirror, which is kind of cool. It definitely is a new piece of technology that no other car out there is doing right now, as far as I know. Makes the car more aerodynamic. Not entirely sure if this is going to get approved or if this is something they're going to have to change. I hope not. I hope they keep it. What I didn't see, though, is any screens inside the Cybertruck where you can view that footage. I don't know if they're going to put some additional screens right to the inside of where the side view mirror normally would be, or if they're going to bring that footage directly onto the center console screen that you can see right there. Personally, I would prefer if they brought separate screens in so that it would be a little bit less of a tough transition from people used to their side mirrors. So I actually do have a reservation for the Cybertruck. It was $100 online to get my place in line for when it's ready for order in the next couple of years. And I actually did go ahead and reserve the tri-motor 500-mile range. You can see the specs for that right here. The reason why I went with the 500-mile range is because I see this truck as the ultimate road trip vehicle. I can easily see myself doing some cross-country drives. At 500 miles of range, I can definitely skip on some of the superchargers out there. That way I can get to my destination a little bit quicker. Plus, with all that extra room in the back seat, I can just sleep there, or I can open up the vault and throw a few blankets and pillows in there. So I have to take a minute to talk about the tires and the wheels on this car, because those covers right there, they look absolutely badass. I wish I had these on my Model 3 instead of my Aero wheel covers. Not that the Aero wheel covers are bad, but these just look even better. The tires are interesting, though. Now, I didn't get a good shot of the text that is printed on the tires, but it actually says that these tires are not suitable for freeway driving. So the tires that we're seeing right now look like they're definitely more suited for off-road. These tires might be an option when Tesla launches the truck for delivery. Maybe they're going to come with different tires as a standard option for city and highway driving. Only time's going to tell. So despite the fact that I was able to get pretty close and get all this great footage, there's still so much of the Cybertruck I still want to see. Like I said earlier, I want to see that vault opened up. I want to see the frunk. I want to see exactly how those door handles open up. I've been told that they are going to work similar to the Model S in that they'll be self-presenting as opposed to the Model X where it's more of a button you just push and the door pops open. We didn't get to see inside the main cabin either, which is okay. This is just like when the Model 3 was shown off at the LA Auto Show a couple of years ago. It just stayed locked. And that's okay. I'm sure we'll see more as time goes on. Overall, I'm impressed with the Cybertruck from what I've seen. Despite how it may look in the clips here, it actually doesn't appear to be all that big. There were even some larger Ford pickup trucks outside in the parking lot that I could clearly tell were way bigger than this. So while it may not fit in a standard garage because it is pretty long, it's definitely not as bulky as some people might have thought, which is probably why Elon decided not to shrink it by 5% from what this prototype is ultimately. So, with that said, this concludes my short review on the Tesla Cybertruck. It was a privilege to get to go see it live in person, and I'm excited for what the future holds for this car as well as for Tesla and electric vehicles overall. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button, and I will try my best to keep making more videos in the future. Take care, guys.